Ah, it's not waving in the breeze anymore. Missed it by at least 3 seconds. Oh well. Hey guys, how's it going? Alex here in the city of Toronto's very northern end at Steeles Avenue West, which is behind me. And I'm on Cactus Avenue in the Newtonbrook neighborhood here in the North York borough. And it was mainly sunny earlier, but now the clouds are starting to move in. I don't know if we're expecting rain once again. But as I mentioned millions of times in my other walking videos, Steeles Avenue is the northern border of the city of Toronto proper. And on the north side of Steeles is the city of Vaughan, which is in York region. But for this one, we're just going to stay entirely within North York, Toronto. And thought I would make a little walking video around where I used to go to elementary school here in Newtonbrook. And this neighborhood has a lot of character with so many modern homes and single-family ones, probably dating back to the 1950s or the 60s. This is all post-war and so forth. But I just filmed an elevator across the street from here in Oda Series 1. I haven't really been filming many elevators since, but maybe when I'm in Montreal, hopefully I'll film some. And here is where Peckham Avenue begins. So let's cross over to the south side. And I'll probably share a little bit of my stories of coming here to elementary school. Or I should rather say, I'll probably share with you a lot of my memories I've had coming here. So if you guys are wondering what elementary school I went to, because there's a lot of schools in this neighborhood. I went to Pleasant PS, which is behind these excuse me, why can't I talk? It's behind these homes here. Oh, here's Greenwin Village Road. That'll take you out to Bathurst Street. One of the main reasons why I'm here is that the brand new Nova hybrids in the 7,000 units, they've entered service last night. So one was on the 63, and then this morning one was on the 960, and now there's currently one, as I'm speaking, heading north on the 7. So hopefully hopefully after this walking video, I'll just time it right and head over to Bathurst and Steeles, and I'll catch my first ride on that brand new Nova. But anyways, as I was mentioning, yes, I went to Pleasant PS from grade 2 to 6, and I'll show you guys that in a couple of moments. But this neighborhood has a very nice feel to it, especially you're in suburban Toronto. So what do you expect? You're walking in like different neighborhoods with interesting style homes, and the more you come here, like I did, I make the most memories. And there's a lot of these homes like this around the neighborhood. That guy in the white car is just stopped behind the stop sign. I don't know if he's watching me. Well, I hope not. But now we're walking south. Oh, never mind. I think he's dropping something off. Well, actually, I've been going to school in North York all my life. Actually, in Montessori school, I went there like close to home, and then only in grade 1 I went to a private school. I don't want to say its name though, because I didn't really have too much fun there. And then it was 2011, I was enrolled in Pleasant, and that's where I made a lot of friends. But of course, most of the time, you're autistic, you're gonna be like freaking wilding out and shit, and at least half of those people weren't that kind to me. And that includes the students. The teachers, I can respect. But I really needed some help with, behavior and others. But other than that, I had a great time. So this is Moore Park here. I remember over a decade ago, when I was going to Pleasant, they were making a huge renovation on this park, or were they revamping it? I don't know, but they were definitely doing something like that. Oh, and by the way, I used to know a family that lived on Moore Park Avenue. I think we're gonna walk by their old house. I do remember a couple times me and that family. Well, unfortunately, her kids did not go to that school. They went to the nearby St. Pascal's Baylon Catholic School. Let's see what has changed around here. Actually, the last time I was on this property was nearly 2 years ago. And I went from Young and Drury all the way up there. Anyway, before I graduated, that fence was not there at all. In fact, oh yeah, all this grass has grown over what used to be a baseball diamond, but we would always use that baseball diamond, like you can't really see it, but it's just back there. And this used to be a path. So here's Moore Park Avenue, but obviously it continues on the other side of the field. So yeah, this used to be a pathway that goes directly to the school, and that used to be a parking lot. And I think my dad used to pick me up or drop me off from here. I think that was when I was sorry guys, I think that might have been in grade 5, because I was in a classroom near there. Now, that building you see right there used to be, it might still be. It was an educational center, so it had like offices and stuff. But the only time we were in there was when they were doing like occasional events. Like there's a large like boardroom we would use for mini assemblies or movie watching. I think I remember watching Hotel Transylvania in that room. And here's Pleasant Avenue, so let's make a left here. It's crazy to see how much has changed around here. And there's even some nice houses coming here. I have no idea where I'm going to end this up. Maybe I'll probably go as far as Hilda Avenue, and then I don't know. Oh, I forgot to mention the date. Today's Wednesday, July the 7th. No, the 19th actually. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. It's the 19th of July, 2023. So yeah, so this is Peckham Center. So so they cut this parking lot in half. That might still be a parking lot. I don't know. But that's for, according to that sign, it's for TDSB employees only. And there's the main entrance, which is right there. Let's grab a thumbnail picture here. Yes, I had a lot of good friends, but I didn't really have any contact with them, especially after I graduated, because I was hoping to follow them into Fisherville, which is on Patricia Avenue. But due to personal reasons, I didn't. My dad just sent me somewhere else. So this kindergarten, this was a fairly new addition to the school. in the early 2000s. I think it was 2012. But that was a new kindergarten expansion. So here's Cactus Avenue once again. But now I'm going to make a left here, and then I'll make a right at the next street, Moore Park. Almost all of the time when my dad was picking me up, dropping me off here at school, we used to park like right there behind that fence, which also wasn't there before. I also remember when they were building that house when I was like in grade 2. Here's my 98. We're just gonna loop around from where I started the video. Oh man, so many memories. Obviously, this parking lot has physically changed. So a lot of this was not there. But this used to be, we used to park right there. And then my dad would either walk me or just get out of there when it was like 8:30 or something. Oh, and the first classroom. What was it? In grade 2 I came here, so my grade 2 class was where these okay, you see these first 3 windows? Yep, that was it right there. Right above that was my grade 3 class on the 2nd floor. So right next to the that entrance there. And these are 2 portables. This one was built shortly after I came here. P2. And here is Moore Park. I think the best part of one of the best parts of me going to Pleasant was probably like not just the friends, but also the recesses. I think elementary school back in my time was like gold. So before I cross over, let me show you guys something. Oh, so over in the middle used to be that baseball diamond. We would always play soccer, baseball. Oh my God. Look at this playground. It was not, obviously it was not like this. The playground was fenced in. It was much bigger. Let me zoom in for you guys. Yeah. I could go on Google Street View and you could see that the playground was much bigger, but obviously that's not the case anymore. Look at this. It's just a okay, I like the colors on that, but it's boring. It's really not what it was before. Oh, and my grade 4 class was in there. Like, see where I'm pointing? It was right there at the northern end. And we didn't have any separate standalone basketball rims. When I went here, all the basketball rims, they were on the wall. So, yep, a lot of things have been removed from here. But other than that, I used to have fun running around with my friends, playing tag, cops and robbers at lunchtime. Those great memories. But I graduated from here in 2016. That was in grade 6. I think you guys may know how old I am now. Let's go. So I think I've spent a lot of time, at least half of the video, just talking about my memories of coming here to Pleasant. Alright, so now let's walk on Moore Park Avenue. Maybe we'll take it over to Hilda. Maybe I'll finish up at Steele's, maybe? And I'll show you where that family, her kids, she had like 3, but we haven't, of course, you know, life goes on, you know, we fall out, so, it's been like several years, or probably like the mid-2010s since we last communicated with them. But over 10 years ago, just around before I started going to Pleasant, they lived on the north side. I'll show you exactly where they lived. And their house was amazing. I enjoyed their backyard, and especially that old basement down there, and I think I might have had sleepovers there twice. Look at this. This came from the 80s? Looks like it did. And I think it might be a, oh, it's a Pontiac. Nice. Yes, it was this house right here. Early 2010s memories, when I was like 6, 7, 8, 9, I think. Probably not 9. The garage door was much different. It was older. But we used to have a lot of fun here. And then, was it 2012 or 2013? One of those years they moved out of there. I was too young to remember why. And they moved over to that apartment building on the southwest corner of Yonge and Drury. I don't know if they're still there now, or they went somewhere else. And there's the St. Pascal Catholic School, which is where the kids went. When I was going to Pleasant, I was hoping they would come join me, but unfortunately that was not the case. But we were very, very, very close to each other. Okay, not personally, but the chances of like running into those guys. This neighborhood also has a lot of parks and different pathways that even me and, growing up in elementary school, we would sometimes take short walks to Fisherville or Newtonbrook, which is in the direction I'm heading to right now. Now, I forgot to mention, I do have a family friend, or two family friends that live in this neighborhood, but they're more like near Bathurst and Steeles. And she's an adult now. Haven't seen her in several years, or probably for COVID. But she went to Pleasant, then Fisherville, and then Newtonbrook. And Newtonbrook, even I was never a student in any of the high schools in this neighborhood. I won't even say where I went to high school. But I did go to Newtonbrook, and it was in grade. It might have been grade 2. We had reading buddies from high school, and they came from Newtonbrook, and it was fun too. We used to have them over at Pleasant, and a couple times we would even go over to Newtonbrook and do some activities. I think I remember doing some of them in their schoolyard. So I'm gonna show you guys that. Those two doors on that, oh my gosh, they look like an entrance to an office. It's kind of, I don't know how long it's been there, but we'll try to walk near Newtonbrook, and then I'll find a way. Maybe I'll just go up Hilda to Steeles, or I don't know. But that school is very close to Centrepoint Mall, as well as Yonge and Steeles, which will be an ever-changing intersection, as they're going to get rid of the shopping mall and replace it with condos in anticipation of the subway extension into Richmond Hill. I've been filming for nearly 20 minutes. Now I'm going to check to see where 7025 is. The first 23 Nova Hybrid to enter service, which was last night. Oh, it's at Wilson Avenue. That did not last long. Because when I started the video, it was at friggin' Vaughan Road in Bathurst, just south of St. Clair. So I'm gonna have to start heading back to Steeles and then taking the 60 over, or actually the 960, since there's a stop at Hilda. And speaking of Hilda, here it is coming up. It's a nice breezy day. Not very, very hot like it was lately. Absolutely gorgeous temperatures. Hoping it will be like this when I go to Montreal next week. But I doubt it, because summer is summer. Tree tunnel. So Yonge Street at this point is about a half kilometer east of here, but we're gonna start heading north. Now, when I was also going to Pleasant, our family friend was going to Newtonbrook. I believe she graduated from here in either 2013 or 2014, and it was every day, mostly like in the afternoons. After my dad would pick me up, we would drive down here and wait for her, and she would come up through that entrance. Oh, I forgot my 97 comes here. I think I missed it. Well, actually, that's not really my intentions anyway. But yeah, Juliana went here to Newtonbrook. Some nice art on the main entrance. And I think after this, I'm going to film a video on the, as I just mentioned, the brand new Nova Hybrid. And I hear sirens wailing in the distance. Maybe later in the afternoon, there's going to be like probably one or two more out. But I don't know. What's the time now? I know it's before rush hour. Oh, 2:28. And some, most public high schools here, they have swimming pools. Oh, this is old. Congratulations, Newtonbrook SS graduates, class of 2021. You kidding me? That was like 2 years ago. Take that sign down, man. And during my high school years, actually at least from grade 7 to 12, I went to school near Bathurst and Finch, but because it was like recent, it was kind of like not too long ago that I graduated, which was last year. I'm not gonna say exactly where I went yet. There's Center Point across. But yeah, this walk was a trip down memory lane for me. From the early 2010s, or I should rather say from 2011 to 2016. You know, time goes by fast, you get old, and you know, you lose a lot of people. But I've kept a lot of friends from high school, as I've other social media, which I'm not going to disclose. We got some high rises here, apartments. And we're just gonna wrap things up as we're heading back up to Steeles. And the clouds are intensifying here. It may or may not rain. It may set up for some though. North Steeles approaching Rayburn Avenue. Halfway between Wilson and Shepherd. I think I got some time. I wouldn't mind getting a second one though, on a different route. But it would be amazing if it was on the 63 like it was last night. Obviously did not go out last night because I had already come home from a interesting day. But waiting for the day, it's actually on the 63 or at least the 109, which are my home routes, of course. Alright, so back up to Steeles. Unfortunately though, I don't know if I'm going to make this light, but we will I'm gonna make a run for it anyway, as we're now in Vaughan. Here we are. Alright, so I don't know how long we have to wait here, but we're gonna wrap things up now. So guys, thank you all for watching, and if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. And I don't often say this anymore. Actually, I put that. Actually, it's down in the description of my videos. That way, I don't really have to say. But if you wish to support the channel, or you love what I do, hit the PayPal link, which is in the description below the video. Or you can kindly use the Super Thanks button if you wish to donate that way. Anyway, guys, take care, adios, and bye-bye. Not really hauling ass, but who cares? Cheerio.